Good morning, evening, or good night, wherever you may be. As promised, we've had a bit of a juicy update for City Skylines 2, so I thought I'd jump on, run through it with you, and see what we've got coming on the horizon. So first of all, the game has been confirmed to be released on October the 24th, which is amazing. Means we've only got 6 days and 4 months to wait. Not a long time at all when you think about it. There is a pre-order offer on the go at the moment, so let's have a quick look at that. So if you pre-order the game, you get 9 unique landmark buildings and a new map. If you pre-order the normal base game, you're going to get the new map and the landmark buildings and nothing else. If you want to get the Ultimate Edition, you will also get 4 bits of DLC, one of which is a content creator pack, one is a San Francisco set, and the other 2 are just radio stations. Now, is this worth the extra £33 to buy? That depends entirely on what type of gamer you are. If you're the type of gamer that goes out and buys every expansion pack as they come out, then yes, potentially it's going to save you some money in the long run. But if you're the type of gamer that would rather wait for the expansion packs to come out, see what's inside them through YouTube and other various avenues, and then decide whether or not you want to buy it, and you don't buy every DLC, then it's probably not worth rolling the dice on, because there's a potential that you won't either want or need all 4. So, up to you really. Personally, I'm going to get the Ultimate Edition, but that's because I am the kind of guy that just buys all the DLCs as they come out. If we carry on, we've got some feature highlights, which I'll talk about a little bit more, because there's quite a few of them. We get a little roadmap. So, October the 24th, we're going to get the base game, and we're also going to get the San Francisco set. The people that have pre-ordered and got the San Francisco set with the Ultimate Edition, if you pre-order with the normal edition, you will not get the San Francisco set. Q4 2023, we get Beach Properties Asset Pack, and we also get a Deluxe Radio Station, or rather Deluxe Relax Radio Station. In Q1 2024, we're going to get Urban Promenades and Modern Architecture and a Soft Rock Radio. And then in Q2 2024, we're going to get Bridges and Ports and the Cold Wave Channel. So that's a pretty decent amount of content to be coming out within the first 9 months of release, so I'm happy with that. If we roll on, I'm not going to play the trailer for you, but what I would say is give it a watch. It's only 2 minutes or so long. Some of the things I picked out of the trailer is it looks like Move It is in the game. Not in the way that we know Move It, but in the way that they've added tools to allow you to shuffle things around to make space. And also there seems to be some enhanced road laying tools. So in one part of the video, they select a corner and drag it out, and it creates a grid shape automatically for them with the roads instead of you having to plan them in individually. So that looks like it's really good and will help people like myself that have got a bit of OCD when it comes to making sure all their roads are either square or straight. The deep simulation, there is going to be a lot more intricacy in how we manage our cities and the impacts that things have on them. So I'm looking forward to see how this plays out in the new game. Got epic scale and endless possibilities. This is in reference to you being able to build beyond the original 9 squares in the original game. So that should be interesting to see these massive sprawling cities that people are going to create. Cities that come alive. So this is the feature that allows you to walk around the city and take a view of one of your citizens and have a walk around and see what they do and where they work and where they live, etc, etc. A dynamic world, and then some gameplay screenshots. The gameplay screenshots that they've picked, I'll be honest with you, they could have done better. Some of the stuff that I saw in the trailer in regards to the roads automatically moving but being movable, about the road grid being able to be placed, and other sort of tools and playable features were a lot more interesting than the sort of scenic pictures that they've taken. Don't get me wrong, it looks like a gorgeous game, but I would have been more interested to see the features at work and the tools at work as opposed to just scenic shots. But yeah, there is a lot in the trailer, so definitely go and check that out. This is one bit that I don't understand. So coming soon, a physical edition, which is basically a steel-backed copy of the game, some maps and some pens. I don't understand why you would want this. Most modern computers don't have a CD drive at all, so the CD would be completely useless and just something that you had as a standing ornament to show your appreciation of the game. But then if you were going to do something like that, why would you not have one of the 9 unique buildings or all of the 9 unique buildings as little figurines or statues that we could keep in our offices or display somewhere as an ode to City Skylines, as opposed to just a metal tin box? For a limited collector's edition sort of thing, it doesn't feel much like a limited collector's edition. It feels like a bit of an afterthought, so I'm not really sure why that's the thing. But if it's up your street and you want it, well, there it is, it'll be there for you to buy. So looking at the features, the first 3 are the first 3 that in my original video I talked about, and I really hope they put into the game. Number 1 being road tools. As we can see in the trailer, there's a lot more to be done with roads and a lot more tools to help you with your road mapping and planning out. So that's really interesting. It looks like they've put Move It into the game in one shape or another. I don't know whether it expands beyond roads. I suppose we'll have to see as we go along. Traffic AI. So this looks like they've put Traffic Manager into the game. I hope it does. We'll see more on the 26th when it comes out. So fingers crossed we see something akin to Traffic Manager, because, yeah, managing traffic in vanilla City Skylines was an absolute nightmare. So we'll see what that comes with and what we can do with it. Feature number 3, public and cargo transportation. So For me, it was always annoying that public transportation was always a cost, and quite a significant cost. It was necessary to keep down the number of cars on your roads to ease your traffic and congestion, but having to pay thousands and thousands for it, the bigger that your city got, was really, really annoying. So being able to make that either break even or be a profit-making business would be really interesting. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they put into that specific feature. To run you through some of the others, zones and signature buildings, city services. So apparently city services are going to become more nuanced and complex. So we'll see what that brings with it. Electricity and water. These two I can see there was definitely some room for improvement in relation to how complex the mechanics were and how much you could do about them. Water's running low, build another water pump. Sewage is running high, build another sewage pump. You know, it was a very simple mechanic to have to work around. So it'll be interesting to see what level of detail they've actually gone into with the new features. Maps and themes for feature number 7. Number 8, climates and seasons, another one that we're really looking forward to. It'd be interesting to see whether or not the seasons affect traffic and affect behaviour. Will people be less likely to be pedestrians and more likely to get their cars out during the winter? Will public transport usage go down? You know, so we'll see what that brings with it and how complex they've made it. Feature 9, economy and production. I'm really hoping that when it comes to industry, we get an industry out the box that's more akin to the industry's expansion we got with City Skylines, and not sort of the base model that we got where you just create an area for industry and it pops up whatever it wants and it doesn't really have any impact on anything. So really, really hoping that the industry comes out the box more complicated and detailed and more of an actual mechanic to think about and plan around, as opposed to just something you needed to earmark a piece of land for. Feature number 10, Citizen Simulation and Life Path. This tool sounds interesting. I just hope it's not something that is just non-impactful. I hope we get some information around that citizen, such as would they use public transport if it was closer to them? You know, do they have the right amenities close by? What's affecting their mood or happiness? I don't know what level of complexity we're going to get with this. If it's just you can watch a citizen go about their daily life and it has no real value or information to us, it'll be a cool feature to sort of play with for a little bit, but then it'll quickly lose its interest and it becomes a nonsensical thing. So really interested to see what they've done with that. Feature 11, game progression. So we're going to have the same milestones that we had before, but you're also going to have some development trees. So it sounds a bit like a Civ type thing. So we'll see what that brings back on the 28th of August. Feature number 12, sound and music. And then feature number 13, cinematic camera and photo mode, which for YouTubers and people that like taking pictures of their cities and sharing them, is going to become a big thing, to be able to record your cities and show off your builds and your planning. So yeah, all in all, looks like a solid game coming our way in October. I really hope it gives us some of the quality of life pieces that we were waiting for and some of the complexity that was missing from the original game. On the run up to the release, I will be covering the features updates every week, so look out for those videos. And also, I'm going to be redoing some of the original challenges for Cities Skylines 1, such as how much population can you get out of one tile. The reason I'm going to do this is because I fully intend on replicating those challenges again in City Skylines 2, and I want to be able to do a comparative of current day City Skylines versus City Skylines 2 and what those challenges were in relation to which game was it easier to do in, which game threw me up the most problems, and which one overall was I able to get the higher population in. So keep your eye out for those videos as well. And until next time, bye-bye.